A woman can sit at a dinner table, surrounded by family, answer messages all day, attend meetings, help friends, scroll social media, laugh at jokes, and still go to bed feeling completely alone. That sounds impossible until it happens to you. Most people imagine loneliness as isolation. Empty apartments, silent rooms, nobody calling. Modern loneliness often looks nothing like that. It hides inside busy lives, inside relationships, inside packed calendars. Researchers increasingly describe emotional loneliness as the gap between connection and feeling understood. You can have people and still lack support. In this video, we are going to unpack the loneliness nobody sees, why it happens, how it quietly grows, and most importantly, how to rebuild emotional connection before loneliness starts rewriting your identity. Many women become emotional headquarters. Everyone brings problems, advice requests, schedule changes, family tension, work emergencies. You become the organizer, comforter, planner, listener, and fixer. From the outside, it looks powerful. Inside, it can feel exhausting. Imagine a phone charger connected to 10 devices all day. Eventually, the charger loses power too. Being needed creates activity. Being supported creates restoration. They are different experiences. One drains energy, the other returns it. A hidden question appears. Who checks on the person everyone depends on? Many women realize something uncomfortable. People appreciate what they do, but do not always understand what they carry. That gap becomes fertile ground for invisible loneliness and emotional fatigue. 100 years ago, many relationships were local. Family nearby, neighbors known, shared routines repeated daily. Today, a woman may have thousands of followers, dozens of contacts, endless notifications, and fewer deep conversations. Social expansion created connection quantity, but not always connection quality. Think of relationships like cups of water. 10 shallow cups may still leave you thirsty. Studies regularly show rising loneliness despite increased digital interaction. The surprising part is not technology itself. Technology amplifies whatever already exists. Strong relationships grow stronger. Weak relationships stay surface level. The goal is not deleting apps. It is recognizing that visibility and intimacy are not interchangeable. One gets attention. The other creates belonging. Sometimes loneliness begins when life becomes performance. You learn to say, "I'm fine." You smile in pictures. You keep functioning. People praise your strength. Meanwhile, entire emotional chapters remain unread. Imagine carrying boxes labeled stress, fear, grief, pressure, burnout, and stacking them behind a curtain nobody opens. The audience only sees the front stage. Many women become experts at appearing okay because competence gets rewarded. Vulnerability feels risky. What if people see weakness? What if they expect less? Ironically, the mask that protects you can also isolate you. The more polished the outside becomes, the harder it feels to show the inside. Loneliness often grows in spaces where honesty disappeared first. Success solves many problems. It can create new ones too. Promotions bring responsibility. Leadership creates expectations. Higher income sometimes increases distance from old circles. Imagine climbing a mountain while realizing fewer people stand beside you near the top. Many high-performing women experience what psychologists call role strain. Multiple identities compete at once. Leader at work, caregiver at home, friend, daughter, partner, provider. The schedule fills while emotional space shrinks. Success becomes visible. Support becomes invisible. This creates a dangerous illusion. If life looks successful, loneliness should not exist. Yet many accomplished women quietly ask the same question. Why do I feel unsupported when everything appears fine from the outside? Friendship changes quietly. School ends, careers grow, people move, children arrive, time fragments. Suddenly, relationships that once happened automatically require planning. Imagine trying to keep candles lit during strong wind. Adult friendship often feels like that. Many women mistake evolving friendships for personal failure. It usually is not. It is life-changing shape. Research increasingly highlights friendship quality as a major predictor of emotional well-being. Yet adult women frequently place friendships behind work and family obligations. Years pass, the emotional safety net gets thinner. Then crisis arrives and support feels farther away than expected. Rebuilding friendship is not childish. It is infrastructure. Strong lives need strong emotional bridges. Think about today. Who remembered birthdays, planned meals, checked messages, managed schedules, tracked emotions, smoothed conflict, anticipated needs? Emotional labor works like invisible accounting. Every task looks small alone. Together they become heavy. Imagine carrying coins all day. One coin weighs nothing. 10,000 become difficult. Emotional labor follows the same math. Many women become anticipators. They solve problems before others notice them. Useful skill, expensive habit. Because anticipation consumes mental bandwidth, the brain never fully rests. Eventually, loneliness appears not because people disappeared, but because nobody sees the effort happening underneath daily life. Invisible work creates invisible exhaustion. Invisible exhaustion often creates emotional distance. This one surprises people. You can feel lonely while deeply committed. Shared homes do not guarantee emotional connection. Proximity is not intimacy. Imagine sitting beside someone every day while important thoughts stay locked inside. Researchers distinguish social loneliness from emotional loneliness for exactly this reason. Emotional loneliness happens when understanding disappears. Conversations become logistics, bills, calendars, chores, responsibilities. Efficiency grows while closeness shrinks. Relationships slowly become operating systems instead of partnerships. The solution is rarely grand gestures. It often starts smaller. Curiosity, asking deeper questions, creating space for unfinished thoughts. Emotional support grows through moments that seem ordinary, but quietly change how safe people feel together. Social media created a strange mirror. You compare your hardest moments to someone else's highlight reel, their vacation, their relationship, their career announcement, their happy family photo. Meanwhile, your difficult chapter sits outside the frame. Imagine watching movie trailers and assuming you understand entire lives. Comparison accelerates loneliness because it creates emotional isolation. You start believing everyone else is thriving while you struggle privately. Research increasingly links comparison behavior with lower well-being and higher emotional strain. The answer is not pretending comparison never happens. The answer is auditing inputs. Ask one question: does this content leave me informed, inspired, or inadequate? Your emotional environment matters more than most people realize. Strength becomes dangerous when it turns permanent. Reliable women often become default solutions. Need advice? Call her. Need help? Ask her. Need stability? She will handle it. Imagine carrying luggage for everyone during every trip. Eventually, people stop noticing the weight because you always manage it. Many women quietly internalize a belief: if I can handle it, I should handle it. That sounds admirable. It becomes expensive. Support feels unnecessary until exhaustion arrives. Asking for help feels awkward because identity formed around capability. Yet emotional independence and emotional isolation are not the same thing. One creates resilience. The other slowly removes oxygen from connection. Let's put numbers on this. Imagine a woman working full-time while handling meal planning, appointments, emotional support, school coordination, and household management. If those tasks were outsourced, costs could easily reach hundreds or thousands monthly. Yet emotional labor rarely appears on spreadsheets. Economists sometimes call this unpaid labor value. Invisible work keeps households functioning. The problem is not contribution. The problem is invisibility. When effort goes unseen long enough, appreciation often declines. Loneliness grows because the person carrying weight feels unnoticed. Recognition matters. Humans need evidence that effort is visible. Emotional support often begins with acknowledgement. People feel lighter when what they carry finally gets named. There is a specific kind of loneliness many women describe. It sounds like this: everyone knows parts of me, but nobody knows all of me. Work sees competence, family sees responsibility, friends see humor, social media sees curated moments. Imagine a puzzle spread across different rooms. Each person holds pieces. Nobody sees the whole image. Identity fragmentation creates emotional distance. You become roles instead of personhood. Reversing this starts with selective honesty, not oversharing, not emotional dumping, simply allowing safe people access to real thoughts. Authenticity feels risky because it removes armor, yet armor protects and isolates at the same time. People imagine emotional recovery requires dramatic life changes. Sometimes it starts smaller. One honest text, one longer conversation, one invitation accepted, one boundary protecting energy. Think of connection like planting seeds. Nothing changes immediately. Then weeks later, something grows. Researchers increasingly point towards small, repeated interactions as major contributors to belonging. Eye contact, shared laughter, walking together, remembering details, tiny moments compound. Modern life teaches efficiency. Relationships operate differently. They grow through repetition. Emotional closeness is rarely built in extraordinary moments. It is built in ordinary moments repeated consistently. That idea changes how connection gets rebuilt. Try this exercise. Draw 3 circles. Inner circle, people who restore energy. Middle circle, people who feel neutral. Outer circle, relationships that consistently drain you. Most women discover something surprising. They spend enormous energy in the outer circle while neglecting the inner one. Imagine watering weeds while flowers dry out. Connection requires intentional investment. The goal is not abandoning difficult people. The goal is balancing emotional economics. Time is limited. Attention is expensive. Support systems need maintenance. Strong emotional health often depends less on the number of relationships and more on their placement. Not everyone deserves front-row access to your emotional life. These are not the same experience. Solitude can heal. Loneliness hurts. Solitude says, I am alone and okay. Loneliness says, I feel unseen. Imagine sitting beside a lake by yourself, peaceful. Now imagine standing in a crowded room feeling invisible, painful. Same physical state? No. Different emotional reality. Learning healthy solitude becomes powerful because it removes desperation from connection. You stop needing people to rescue your emotional state. Instead, relationships become additions, not life support systems. Women who develop intentional solitude often report greater clarity, stronger boundaries, and better relationship choices. Being alone sometimes protects you from staying emotionally abandoned in crowded spaces. Think back. Who made you feel truly understood? Not impressed, not admired, understood. Maybe they remembered details, asked deeper questions, stayed when things became uncomfortable. Being seen feels rare because it requires attention. Imagine sunlight finally reaching a room kept closed for years. That emotional warmth changes people. Studies repeatedly show perceived support influences well-being more than simple social contact. Translation: 10 casual conversations may matter less than one meaningful one. Many women chase wider networks while secretly needing deeper ones. The goal is not becoming more visible, it is becoming more known. Those are very different pursuits. Support should not depend on one person. Build layers: friend layer, mentor layer, partner layer, professional layer, community layer. Think of it like building a bridge. Multiple supports create stability. Many women accidentally place all emotional weight on one relationship. When strain appears, the entire structure shakes. Diversifying support creates resilience. Practical example: one friend for honesty, one for humor, one mentor for guidance, one community for belonging. Emotional ecosystems matter. Healthy lives rarely depend on single pillars. Strong systems distribute pressure. The same principle works for finances, businesses, and relationships. Resilience often looks like architecture. Loneliness rarely announces itself dramatically. It whispers. You stop sharing. Messages stay unanswered longer. Energy drops. Joy feels muted. You become productive but emotionally distant. Imagine slowly turning down volume until music barely exists. Many women miss early signs because life remains functional. Work still happens, responsibilities continue, outward performance survives, inner connection fades. Catching loneliness early changes outcomes. Ask simple questions. Who knows what I am carrying? Who do I call without guilt? When did I last feel understood? These questions act like emotional diagnostics. Awareness creates intervention before isolation becomes identity. Picture this: same life, same responsibilities, same schedule. One difference: you stop pretending you are fine. You ask for support earlier. You share mental load. You protect energy. You reconnect intentionally. Suddenly, life does not become easier, it becomes lighter. Imagine removing a backpack after carrying it for years. The weight changes before circumstances do. Many women wait for permission to need support. Here it is. Humans were never designed to operate as emotional islands. Strength and support belong together. The strongest systems in nature survive through connection. People do too, especially when life becomes heavy. The loneliness nobody sees is not empty rooms. It is full calendars with empty support. It is being surrounded and still unseen. It is carrying everyone else while quietly asking who carries you. But now the picture looks different. You understand emotional labor, friendship shifts, invisible pressure, support architecture, micro connection, healthy solitude, hidden warning signs. The goal was never becoming less strong. It was becoming less alone. Start small, send the message, make the call, rebuild the friendship, share the truth, protect the relationship that includes you, because loneliness loses power the moment it becomes visible. And sometimes, healing begins not when life changes, but when someone finally feels understood. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so we can grow our channel. Thank you.